of weird folks.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah, you got a weird one, though.
Oh, I do.
Or you shouldn't say he's not
No,
weird.
he's not weird. His hobby is weird. He's
Yeah.
actually a very nice fellow, very nice guy. You know, when I was a kid, I collected comic books, and most of my friends were doing the same thing, or they had stamps or coin collections, just your run-of-the-mill hobbies. Now, recently, I met this guy whose hobby is so bizarre, it warranted a visit from the GMT cameras. Take a look.
And you can see Japan Airlines goes through various changes, although they keep true to the same design. And
Steve Silberberg of Dallas is poring over his collection. Kept in binders and hung on his walls are the fruits of his longtime passion. But Silberberg isn't your ordinary collector, and what he covets is a bit unsettling.
I collect air sickness bags, and actually not only air sickness, train sickness, car sickness, any motion sickness bags.
And just what kind of reaction does a hobby like this elicit?
First thing is, what? Which I kind of like. And then people, sometimes you get, that's disgusting. And others are, you're weird. And that's what I'm shooting for.
Silberberg has been at it for most of his adult life, amassing almost 500 sickness bags. Some even date back to the Eisenhower administration.
This is the oldest bag I have, which is a 1959 Northwest Orient bag. And all it says is it's for your convenience. And as you can scroll down, you can see the old Northwest logo here, and the fonts that they use, the colors. You can tell it's a pretty old bag.
It's all quite fascinating, Steve, but why not just collect stamps or coins?
Well, see, that's the whole thing. Why stamps or coins? I don't understand why people collect money of all things.
He keeps his hobby sanitary by not accepting bags that, well, have been used.
No used ones. Although I've been offered used ones, I've never accepted them.
Yeah, but that's not to say he hasn't found the objects of his affection useful.
I was on a TWA flight in 1986 and had a bad cold and just came up on me. It was really gross, and it worked very well.
Some of his favorites eventually get to his living room wall.
Continental Airlines decided, hey, this is a doggy bag, so they put the dog on there, and then on the bone it says Bowser, which it sounds like you're throwing up when you go Bowser.
His collection is impressive, but even he will admit that it is not complete.
What I would like to get someday is an Air Force One. I wish I had one of those. I wish I had something from the space shuttle. Unfortunately, those are very difficult to come by.
From airspace to cyberspace, Silberberg has even set up his own website dedicated to his treasures.
I run the Air Sickness Bag Museum, which is airsicknessbags.com, or for people who get tired finger or don't have a cue cat, barfbags.com.
The site painstakingly catalogs his bags and allows barf bag collectors from around the world to unite. But don't expect to buy one from him. They are not for sale.
I don't sell them. I wouldn't. Would you sell your child? I would not do that.
There you go. Yeah, he is a nice guy. Just a hobby is strange. Now, Doug, he did tell me to give these to you. This is a starter kit for you.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah. He said to pass these along to you so you can have your own collection. There's one from
Delta Airlines.
Yeah, this one, Continental right there.
Continental.
There's an Air France, got nothing on it. But there's your starter kit right there.
You know, and there's a lot of thought that goes into these if you actually look at them, so I guess there is a market for them. Is he the only one out there, or is this guy part of this massive group that goes around collecting these?
There is a brethren. There is a society.
You're kidding.
I'm not kidding you. They have conventions. They meet. They swap on the internet. They talk. It's actually not as crazy as it sounds because you can store them. They look nice. It's kind of artwork. So who's to say?
Who's to say?
Right.
One man's garbage.
Another man's treasures. You got 3 going right now.
All right,
yeah.
Good starter set. All right. I refuse to make a segue to our next segment using these. All right? I'm not going to do it. I promise not to do it.
Don't bring one of those bags over here. Still ahead, are you ready to get in a good